And we are back with your regularly scheduled Age of Mythology action. My name is Boit, but more importantly, spawning in the bottom of the map this is the top of the map. I've got my ups and downs mixed up. His name is Shelty, and he is playing as Odin. He's also the red color, so keep an eye out for that. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Isis. His name is Grass. Grass and Groom. It's currently 1-0 in this best of 5 matchup for the quarterfinals of the Divine Intervention Tournament. Shelty taking that first game with some solid Hades play. Moving into game number 2, he does get Odin, which, I mean, it's hard to say to Shelty, man, you got lucky with your gods. Because he's good with every god. But these are definitely 2 of his stronger gods. Though, I mean, even if he got like Zeus or Hades, I'd still be, or Poseidon, I'd still be like, this is a strong god. Ra, Isis, say, he's still a good god. So you can't be complaining about which gods Shelty's getting, because he's just good with all of them. Grass and Groom, on the other hand, I mean, I haven't really seen a whole lot of his Egyptian before. I know he's obviously proved that he can play it to a decent level in the last game, but the big questions are the small things, like knowing what strategy, not necessarily what strategy to do, because you can learn that from watching a recorded game, but like the small macro things, like when do you get pickaxe with this god? When do you get husbandry? When do you get flood of the Nile, for example? When do you get your armory upgrades? When do you get your line upgrades? All these little small things that take a couple of hours of solid research, or a couple of hundred of hours of actual gameplay. You can tell where I'm coming from on this one. A couple of hours of research goes a very, very long way into learning your gods. If you guys want to learn Age of Mythology, I've seen a couple of streamers popping in and like trying to learn the game, and I'm really excited to see that sort of thing happen and see like the process that different people take. But if you want to get really good at a specific RTS game that's quite old, really, really fast, the best way to do it is to grab recorded games. Grab recorded games where you can like watch the game in your own pace, and like, what's the little nitty little gritty details that these players are doing when they get stuff. 5 villages on gold here for Shelty at the moment, for example. Like, would you think about doing this normally? Like, these sorts of things end up being like very specific, but you're not going to figure it out without tons of gameplay, or just getting told that it's a good thing to do. Those are your 2 options. Houses coming up over here for Grass. We do see a relic up in this top corner here. Hearter's Folly. +2 line of sight there for the scout. Not the best relic. Another relic that I would like to see removed. Head of Orpheus, well, not the best of relics. +8 building line of sight is worth 150 wood, technically, which is this, can't click on this building here ever. Where is it? Signal fires. 150 building, or 150 wood for 6 building line of sight. So it's a little bit more than that. And we'll see how this game is going to go. Looks like a very, very low hunt map here. So not ideal for Shelty as the Odin player. And this does ask the question, what strategy do you go for here now as Grass and Groom? Because no hunt means, why would I build Anubites? So maybe going Anubis here, not the best of ideas. Maybe going for a 2 town center play is actually a good idea here. Maybe going for a fast heroic and going for a timing attack on a second gold mine is a really good idea. Those are the questions to ask. As we do see, not an advanced time just yet. Temple a little bit late here. Grass might want to, if he is going for he's going for Bast, so he's not going for the Anubites. But if Grass does want to go for a fast heroic, sometimes it's better to just not advance, even if you have the resources to do so. Just get that villager out that little bit earlier, get the walls up around your towers, and you're basically trading that 15 seconds or so of advance time, 14 seconds, 28 seconds of advance time, for the gold it takes and building time to get those walls up. It's kind of like a trade-off. Like, you can go slower to the classical age and be completely fine. Go faster to the classical age and not need to get those things up as quickly. So you can kind of take those advantages if you like. At this moment here, Grass now starting to get some wood. Doesn't have himself pickaxe. Up here on this position for Shelty, he's only got hunting dogs. And it looks to me like Shelty is going to commit straight into this back town center. I like the play. Nice and safe. Walls coming up on the map in the middle of the map here. I think he's got to be a little bit careful about gold mines. Now he's got gold mines over here and over here. So it's it's a really good map here to play around gold staves. But if Grass is smart, he's going to be able to get set up on both sides of the map and prevent that gold from coming through with his timing attack. This is going to be very, very important. Do we see? I can't tell if, no, he doesn't have Flood of the Nile. This is a really, really big technology. It's worth an entire villager on food for the rest of the game. What is it? Let me just take a look. It's 45 free food a minute. 45 food a minute. Basically worth a villager on herdables with husbandry. It's basically worth a villager on herdables with husbandry for the rest of the game. It's really, really good. It's super underutilized and really, really good technology to be rushing out even. Like, back in the day when ISIS was a broken god, people couldn't play against ISIS. Players would literally do builds where they would skip hunting dogs, right? Or delay hunting dogs in favor of getting the monument out and getting villagers onto gold early to get Flood of the Nile. Because what's better, having hunting dogs or having Flood of the Nile? I think nowadays we kind of know that hunting dogs is better. Maybe. Actually, I should do some math on that. What's the fastest you could possibly get? The fastest you could possibly get Flood of the Nile out. You get the monument. That's 1 minute to get the favor. And you also need to get 135 gold. And then obviously the training time. I'm just like not even paying attention to the game anymore. And then the training time on Flood of the Nile is... Okay, that was weird. Takes 40 seconds. So you could potentially get it, if all things are considered correctly, you could potentially get it out at 1 minute and 45 seconds into the game. And you get the monument down, you get the gold villages. Can you get 135 gold by 1 minute into the game? Yes, because you don't get hunting dogs. So you only need to get yourself 35 gold. Something to try, guys. Something to try. I'm going to put it out there. You guys work out. Maybe I'll make a build order and we can tell if it's any good or not. Delayed hunting dogs. Okay, Shelty now setting up on this gold mine. Very, very smart. Normally we do see these 2 town center low hunt maps against a 1 town center ISIS fast heroic. You see a fast heroic from the Odin, but that's not happening here for Shelty. Shelty is going for something a little bit different. There's the ancestors coming through. Villagers pulling back. Where are they going to go? Normally you want to pop them over onto the wood, but we see the villagers all jumping onto this gold mine. Pickaxe, is it already in? Pickaxe is not in. Husbandry is in, but not pickaxe. One thing I hate more than prosperity early is prosperity without pickaxe early. Let alone prosperity early without pickaxe and shaft mine. Okay, we'll see what's going to happen here because there's 2 options. This is actually not that there is a strategy here with ISIS which isn't all in, which is this fast, which comes from this fast heroic, and I think it's actually pretty good. The strategy is your opponent's gone 2 town centers. They've spent around about 4 minutes building villages, so they're getting about 12, 16 villages out in front of you, right? At this moment, it's 10 villages in front. What you can do is you can send in the scout. Is like right now we've got a Pegasus in, but you could sneak in a Sphinx or something and get this in. Click Ancestors Eclipse, and instead of building yourself a Migdol Stronghold here, as we see a marker coming up here straight away, instead of building a Migdol Stronghold, you can get yourself 2 town centers and go for a Heroic Age boom with the Ancestors Eclipse on the economy, getting a whole bunch of damage done while you catch up on the villager count, catch up on the economy, and you play a game like that. That's actually a really, really good way to play. Specifically, it works against Ra, but I think in this position, I think it could work here as well for Grass. But Grass here is going for a fast mythic, and he looks like he's going to be buying food to get there as his gold mine is about to expire. He buys a bunch of food, just enough there. He's got husbandry. Does he have pickaxe yet? Still no pickaxe. As this looks like it's going to be roughly a 10-minute heroic, a mythic age here, or 10-minute 30 mythic age here. 1 monument. Man, this is such a bare bones mythic age from Grass. And he goes Osiris. No, he's going Thoth. Surely Thoth. Okay, Thoth is coming through. Such a bare bones Mythic Age. Like, he could have gone... There's a build, and I've shown it off in terms of the fast 3 town center ISIS in a team game, I believe. You can go for early pickaxe. Bam. So you get yourself 108 wood. Get early pickaxe, and you can get yourself like 2-3 monuments, and then you can rush this Mythic Age and hit the Mythic Age with about 75 to 80 favor in the bank, and then you can make so many Phoenix. And it probably could work, though. I mean, Grass is obviously scared about many things here coming his way in this game, but Scardy already threw Plow coming in for Shelty as well as his farms coming around. Building farms here. This means that this meteor is going to do a lot of damage, because he's going to be able to kill off a whole bunch of these farms here as well. Gee, little Arctic Wolf coming in. Still no Migdol up for Grass. Oh, man, what is... Shelty's got to be asking himself this question, like, what is coming for me? And how do I kill it? Thoth is coming for him. And the biggest answer, the easiest answer that Norse has against Phoenix is Fire Giant. So if you can rush that Mythic Age and get Fire Giant out, you're actually really, really good. As the Pegasus coming back in. And how lucky will Grass and Groom be with this meteor? Bam. Missed. 1 missed. 2. The farms are around the town center, so the chances of hitting this town center do go up quite considerably. Getting off the tower. Does he get the town center? Oh, he just barely misses that one there, but 1,000 HP left. He could move in and click Ancestors Eclipse there if he wants, and he does decide to do that to kill off the town center. And where to now, though? Where to now for Grass? He's going to kill the town center off. There's still a back town center for Shelty. There's a barracks up for Grass and Groom. The myth unit's trying to push through here, looking for some damage. The Phoenix going to be taking down some buildings over here as well, as the Ancestor's going to pull away here. They should be trying to find villager kills here. You have to kill the villagers, as the Phoenix coming through will take out this town center. Watchtowers coming through for Shelty as well here, as the Ancestors push up onto the gold over here. There's some myth units pushing through over here. The Phoenix are coming through, going to take out some units onto this position as well. Grass has got such a big score lead at the moment because of all these myth units, as the Sphinx Scorpion Man coming in, taking a huge amount of damage over here, but the Frost Giants coming through as well, getting some big damage done as the Phoenix do spot some villagers over here, going to try and take those out. They're 4.8 speed during the Eclipse, as the villagers retreating away. One other thing that I think a lot of people forget about with Eclipse is that it gives you favor as well. It gives you a bonus, I think 30% favor. Yeah, it's a 30% bonus favor gather rate, which means that even more myth units are going to be able to come after that Eclipse finishes up. As the temple getting taken down, the Phoenix are going to be pulling away here. And the temple does end up getting cleaned up on that position there, is the Blanket of Empress. So that was a big help there against that meteor, in all honesty. Phoenix to clean up this position, taking down those houses as well. Is there Axe of Muspel? There is Axe of Muspel. So that one thrown axeman is going to be a big, big pain there. Look at all those houses dying there. It's very rare you get to see these Phoenix, and seeing what they can do. They are very, very strong. But now Grass has to pull back. He does have a whole bunch of axemen here. I would have liked to have seen a Migdol and some chariot archers here, because picking off those not those temples, the thrown axemen would be really, really big, as the villagers have snuck over onto this gold mine. They still have this gold mine over here, as this Pegasus is spotting that for the time being there. As the priest's going to come in, get a little bit of damage done over here, as the Frost Giant gets dragged out. Shelty going to be pulling back. He's got some good farms up on this position. He's in Scardy, so he can get himself Winter Harvest here if he needs it, or if he can afford it at any point. He's currently got no favor in the bank, because he's buying himself Frost Giants here. As another house ends up going down, the units pushing through. There are some chariot archers joining the fight here, as Grass going to pull away. After all is said and done, Grass has really done some solid damage here in this game. As the Phoenix moving around here. Remember, the Phoenix can just... They've got that egg. So if they die, it's only 10 favor, I believe, for that egg. You don't get to see it, but I think it's only 10 favor. As the Phoenix come through, they're going to get some serious splash damage onto these units here, as 3 Phoenix grouping up on each other there. We do see that Shelty going to pull back ever so slightly. Forest Fire getting dropped down over here to open this position up. Axeman still getting some good damage done onto those Hearser on the ground there. So the Chariot Archer is going to be pulling away. Axeman popping through here, and where to now for Grass? He still hasn't put up a town center. There is a world where this gold mine could expire, but I think that there's enough gold here and enough defenses that Grass needs to be considered. Well, he's got a catapult, actually. Maybe he can push through. This is really, really all in. Villager differential is still in favor of Shelty here in a big way, but the army is so strong for Grass and Groom. Though he doesn't, you might think like, well, look at all these cavalry. They're so good against this army, but the Phoenix are going to be killing them off very, very simply. There's a town center coming up over here. A town center coming up over here as well. And the catapult, you can't be leaving that catapult naked there, but Longhouse going down, units pushing forward here, sees the town center getting snuck up on this position. The Chariot Archer is going to get some damage done, but Frost does come through. The Phoenix do get to live here though, so they're going to pull away from those Axemen. I want to take those on. And Grass still hasn't considered any sort of town center here, as he's, I mean, the hard... Is he going to get this one back up? Yes, he will. The hardest part about playing these one town center kind of strategies is working out when to get the town center and when to go for the gold staff. And I guess Grass here... Wait, is he... He's building villages. Is he getting hunt from? I don't know. This town center just about to get up here. Do we see a Phoenix coming in? Yes! Will he get there in time? Yes, he will. He sniffs it out. He sees exactly what's coming through and he's like, no, sir, not today. Not on my watch. This Phoenix here at 99% as well. That, at any point here, is going to come through with units falling. As the villagers come in, push these bad boys back. And we do see that Grass is going to turn around on this position. Does he have any upgrades for the priest? Just Hands of Pharaoh there. As the Phoenix falls in the middle of the fight there, another Phoenix is going to be coming back in as the priest is going to be getting the damage done onto the Frost Giants over here. More units pushing through here as the Phoenix trying to take these units down. Oops, clicking buttons, but it looks like the Shelty army is just got too many upgrades here and he manages to hold against this push. And what else can Grass do now? He does have the Thoth late game going for him. So getting himself Book of Thoth and trying to push towards that. Potentially he can hold here if he can get some town centers up and get himself the villages. But Shelty's still, he's up 20 villages now at this point. And he's playing Norse as if it's not bad enough for the Egyptian economy. He's got, Grass and Groom has got a mountain to climb. We'll see if he's going to be able to do it. As Shelty making his way over to grab this town center. Not risking anything here in this game. He could be going Mythic Age, but he's going to get himself fortified town centers. He's going to get 3 town centers up, and he's just taking it really slowly. He's got this gold mine. It's almost expired. The villagers will move over onto this gold mine with no defenses there, which could be a problem for him with those Phoenix flying over there. As the Pegasus is going to move over there for Grass as well to just keep an eye on that one. Oops, cheeky catapult sneaking through here. As Grass tries to push in, but he's not going to be able to deny that town center just yet. As those Axemen, if you get enough Axemen out, they do enough damage here. How much? They do about 10 damage a second, is that right with this? No, they do 15 damage a second at 5.4 damage there. That's a lot of damage considering the Phoenix have only got 14% hack armor. So for everyone out there who's like, how do I kill flying units? Turns out heavy throwing Axemen are not the worst unit in the world to use. Yeah, there is a weird thing with the Phoenix where it's just the same as, it doesn't have like a, the egg doesn't spawn if there's something under it. It doesn't push off to the side. I feel like, I don't think there's a way to fix that either. It should push off to the side because that's what happens with like transport ships and stuff like that. But Grass and Groom in that moment does have to tap out and loses this game. Shelty gets the win. Solid defense, a solid idea here from grass, but I think one potential thing that might change this for him could be Ancestors Eclipse as soon as he hits Heroic Age in this base, and sneak in a villager forward to build a temple up here. And then you can click Meteor on this position, and even if the Meteor only hits 1 time or 2 times, the Phoenix are going to come in and hit this town center immediately to take it out. So you guarantee to kill the town center without needing to use Ancestors on it, because there's no way to kind of be prepared for that, the early attack of those Phoenix that train in 4 seconds. Do they really train in 4 seconds? That's not right. This has got to be the Phoenix egg, right? Hang on, let me double check here. It is 4 seconds. These bad boys train fast. Anyways, GG, well played by Shelty, up 2-0. See if Grass can compose himself going into game number 3, level the series. If you guys enjoyed it, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.